Okay, let's talk about some problems that we're going to have when we jump into this alphabet project. Before we jump in and start coding, sometimes people just want to start coding. Let's think about what some of the problems are. I mean, one of the things that if we're going to build our own font is we kind of need to have a template on how big all the letters are going to be. We can't have all the letters just going all crazy. Otherwise, it'll look silly. And we have to figure out how are we going to space these letters and how are we going to allow the letters to be relative because we want to be able to spell the letters in any order. So let's tackle the very first problem first. How about we make some kind of template that all letters are going to fit in? You remember back when you were learning how to write, they gave you this lined paper with some dashed lines in it. I'm going to build one of those. How about we build a box that is basically so I'll go forward, I don't know, 100, right turn, 90. I could repeat that 4 times. I'll just write it out. I'm writing it out because I know I'm going to change it here in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to do a clear screen and box. Okay, so that seems pretty good. That seems like a right size to make the letter C or something like that. But one of the things is we also have to be able to make a capital letter. So I think I'm going to make my template go twice as big. So I think I'm going to make it go forward 200 and then come back down 200. So it makes more of a rectangle. So I'll make my capital letters fit in there, and I'll make my lowercase letters fit in there. So I think I would like that little dashed line that they always gave us. So I'm going to move the turtle up here and then do some dashed line across there, just so I can have a template. So I see the turtle is pointed to the left, so I'm going to do a right turn 90, forward. Now I want the halfway mark. So if I went up 200, I'm only going to go up 100 right here, and then turn it. I'm lost in my mind where it is, so I'm just going to do a set heading 90 to the right. Okay, so now I want some kind of little dashed line there, so I think I'll just go, forward maybe 10, pick up the turtle, and go forward another 10, and then put down the turtle. Pen down. Maybe do that 10 or 20 times. So it'll draw, pick up, move, draw, pick up, move. Oops. I'll just see if that's about the right amount of space. Okay, so obviously 20 times is way too many. So maybe I'll draw, pick up, draw, pick up, draw, pick up 10 times. Still too many. 5's probably going to do it. Okay, so I'm okay with that. So now I'm going to fit all my lowercase letters right in there, and all my higher case letters can go all the way to the top. So that's one problem solved. We just make a template, and you can make your template however big you want, but you got to have some kind of template where all your letters are going to fit in so that they're basically the same size. All right, well, let's say another problem that we're going to have to deal with is where are we going to leave the turtle? Because when I'm building my letters, I need to know where the turtle was before that. So I don't know. I guess we could maybe always assume that it's going to start at the very center of this box. Now, I could say set heading 0, 0, but I don't want to do that because if A is the second letter, I need it to start over here so it wouldn't be 0, 0. So I'm not going to use set X, Y very often. I'm mostly going to just do right turns and left turns and things. So I'm going to go ahead. I can see where the turtle is on this box. I'm going to get it back to 0, 0 without the set X, Y. So I'm going to go ahead and right turn 90 or whatever. I think I'll do a set heading down, which is 180. Go forward that 50. Do a set heading 270, which is to the left. Go forward 50. And I think I'll make sure the turtle is pointing to the north. So I'll assume that that's going to be the case all of the time. Oops, that wasn't enough. Where did I have to? Right here. I had to come down 100 instead. I guess I could have picked up the pen, but since it's right on the same spot, oh, okay, and this has to go over 100. Okay, so I have the turtle, after I draw the box, I have the turtle back to 0, 0. So I can always assume that's where the turtle is before I start. So when I want to make a letter, something like maybe an A, so I'll say to A, I know the turtle is going to be right here. So if I'm going to A, I'm just going to draw a circle and a stick. I'm going to come over 50, up 50 to get the center right there. So I'm going to do a pen up. Let's see, how about I make the heading go to the right? So turn it to the right, go forward 50, set the heading to the north, so that's 0, go forward 50, and put the pen down. That, I think, will get the turtle to the center of that box. Unexpected end. Okay, I forgot to say end to my little subroutine. So there's the program A. Make it do A. So now clear screen, box, and then A. Okay, so that seems to work. So now all I have to do to that one is do an arc, 360-degree arc at radius 50, and that should draw me the circle there. Okay, now I need the turtle to be over here and then maybe just go up and back and get that stick for the A. So, oops, arc 360. Okay, so after my arc, I'll do a pen up, make sure that it's pointing to the right, go forward, what do we need to go forward? 50. Put the pen down, make sure it's pointing north, and go forward 100. Let's see what that does. Does that get me my stick? Nope. What did I do here? Oh, 90. I want to go north right there. Okay, it looks like that's too much. So I should have only gone forward 50 to keep it inside. Now, I can't really tell if it drew the line or not because I'm right on the box. I'm going to come down here and do the A now without the box. So clear screen A. See, the box is just a reference. We're not really ever going to draw the box. So I'm happy that it went up to 50. Now if I just go backwards, the 50 plus another 50, I have my A. Okay, so I'm going to put the box back in there since I know it's actually working. So I'm going to do a clear screen, draw the reference box, and then draw the A. Now we have to decide where are we going to leave the turtle. So you just have to know where the turtle is. I think I am always going to bring it back to the beginning of wherever the box was, just so that I know that. So I'm going to do a pen up. Now I'm not going to say set XY 0, 0 because it might not be 0, 0 if it's way over here or over here. So I'm going to literally just draw back to there. So right there's my turtle. I'm going to set heading to the left, which is 270, and go forward 100. And then put the pen back down. And I'm going to leave the turtle always pointing north. Let's see what that does. Okay, so I am now happy with my A. And now I can start to create another letter, say maybe B. Okay, so to B, I like to get the beginning and end. So I'm not going to draw A this time, so I'm just going to do the box, and now I'm going to try to draw the B. So in order to draw a B, basically similar idea, I need to get this turtle to the center. So I'm going to go to the right 50 and up 50 and draw a circle. So I'm going to go pen up, set the heading to the right, go forward 50, set the heading to the up, which is 0, go forward 50, put the pen down, and draw a circle. Let's see if that does it. It didn't say to B. So box and then B. Okay, there's the circle. Now I just want to come over here and draw a stick just like we did the A almost. So I think I'll do a pen up. Make sure I'm turning to the left, so 270. Go forward 50, get to the edge. Make sure I'm pointing to the north. Put the pen down and draw a stick. So forward, I'll go 100 this time and see what we have. just to make sure it drew that, I'm going to take the box out and see if it's actually a B. Okay, that's pretty good. So now I'll back up 150, the 100 I went forward, and an extra 50 for the bottom part of that stick. So now my B. All right, I'm happy with that. With that, let me put the box in front of that, so I can make sure I put the turtle back where I'm always have decided. And sure enough, the turtle is actually right where I always want it. So I'm happy with that. I'm good with my B. Okay, let's now try to put them together. Let's draw the A and then the B. See, now they're on top of one another. So one of the things that I'm going to need to be able to do is inside these programs, I need to put them forward a little bit. So the B, from wherever it was, I don't necessarily want the B in the middle. I want the B to be wherever the first letter is, which I know is 100 wide. I want the B to start a little bit after that. So my B, I'm going to do a pen up. Make sure I'm pointing to the right, pen down. Now I'm going to go forward this 100 plus a little bit, so maybe 120. Then do the pen down and turn to the north. Okay, so there was my A and my B. Doesn't look like it really drew the B. Oh, didn't know what to do with 120. Pen down, I forgot to say go forward. I was wondering why it didn't run. Okay, so there I have the A and then the B. I have a little problem right there. I'm pretty sure I forgot to put the pen up somewhere, so I would have to go find that. It looked like it was on the way to making the B, but maybe not. At the moment, I don't particularly see where that is. Let me take out the B and just see if it's coming from the A. Okay, let me just put in the B. Okay, it has something to do with, right, there's a pen up, 90, pen down. I don't want that pen down right there. Okay, there's my B. So now A and B I have going together. My guess is B and A are on top of one another because I'll have to do something like that in front of the A. So I need the A to start where it was and go. I'm just going to basically take this. I'm going to make the A 120. So I'm going to copy this and put it up here as the first code of A. And now let's see if BA works. Okay, so I have things starting to move around a little bit like that. That's the beginning of some things that we need to put together. So the last issue we have is, see, it got slid quite a bit over there because the B has this go forward a little bit. So if I wanted to spell some words, I'm way too far to the edge of the screen. I really need this to start over here. So I need to figure out, whichever letter is in the front, I need it to be way over there, but I don't want to put code in front of every single letter just in case it's the first letter, because I don't know if it's going to be the first letter or not. So I think I'm going to make a little program called to begin or to start or something like that. Maybe to position front. So if it's in the front, I want to bring the turtle way over here instead. So if it's in the front, I'm going to do a set XY and make it start at negative, I don't know, like however far sideways that thing is, 0. I just want to see what front does now. So I'm just going to do a clear screen and say front. Okay, move this stuff. So see, that's going to move the turtle to there, and then I think I can go ahead and get started. So maybe I will even go a little further, maybe negative 350. I think that's right at the edge. Okay, so that's pretty decent. So to front, I'm going to put the pen up, move it to the front, and then put a pen down. Okay, so now if I say front and then A, then B. See, it's going to move to the front and write the AB. And then if I say front and put the B, then the A. Okay, so it looks like it can even move it over a little bit more. So negative 350, maybe I go negative 450. So it looks like negative 450. So now it doesn't matter which letter I put in there. My front is positioning it to way over here. And now I don't have to put this code. I could just see, I don't want to put this in every single letter, because then it will move every single letter over to negative 450, 0. I don't want every single letter over to 450. I just want the very first position to start way over here. And then all of the letters from that are relative. So now I should be able to say anything. How about B-A-A, ba? So see, I have everything relative to that. So some of the things that you do have to worry about, like what if we built an I? I'm going to build one more. To I. Okay. So let's do a real quick. I think once we get going here now, we have the idea now. So I want a box first, where everything's got to be in the box. So that I from the center is going to be over halfway, and then probably, so I'm just going to do a pen up, turn to the right, go forward halfway, turn to the north, put my pen down, and just go forward a little bit. Forward, maybe 40. Let's try, I want to try out my I. Okay, so 40 wasn't enough. So halfway up was 100, so I'll go 80. I want my I to end up just a little bit underneath that. Okay, so it's still pointing up. So after that, I'll pick the pen up and go forward. I want to get the dot on top of the I. So pen up, I'll go forward. I'm going to go above the line a little bit. So I'm already at 80 up, so maybe another 40 up. Let's try that. So I got it right there, and I want to just do a little dot on my I. So I think I will make a arc. I'll make a small arc. Arc 360 degrees at maybe a radius of 10. Let me hide the turtle right there just so I can see what happens. HT. Okay, I kind of like that. That's kind of a cute eye. Maybe I'll even have it go up just a little bit more. That might be just a hair too much. I'll split the difference at 50. Okay, so maybe I like that. I think maybe the radius is just a hair too big for that size, so I think I'll make the radius 6. Okay, maybe 8. Okay, so there's the eye. And then let me put the show turtle back in there so I can see it. And remember, all of the time, I always brought it back down to the front. So I'm going to do a pen up, set heading down. So that's 180. I want to go forward to the bottom. So let's see, how far up am I? I went up 50 and then up another, let's see, I went up 80 and 50. So I'm 130 high. So I'll come 130 down, set the heading to left, which is 270, go forward the 50, and then set the turtle north, put the pen back down. I think that might do it all. Let's see. Okay, so yep, I got my turtle back to there. So I have my I think, finished. So now it should all be relative. Let's see if I can put an A first and then an I. Okay, so remember what we did for all that? We did this. We have to we put this relative code in front of all of them. So if even on my I, I'm going to put the relative code. And now let's see if it does that. So there's the A and the I. Now, if I spell something down here, so I'm going to go ahead and say front. So it's in the beginning. And now let's see, what letters do I have? I have a B and an A and an I. So what if I wanted to say bib? See, maybe, so what I was going to say is sometimes the I, since it's such a skinny letter, maybe I want that not to be quite so far away, which was the first stuff here. The set heading, this 120 number was the separating number. So I may, for the I, want to make that just a little bit less so that the I's are closer together. See, that let the I go a little bit closer together. So that actually made the I work right there so that it and now maybe at the end of the I, where we're putting it back to the center, we might want to back it up even just a little bit more. I did a pen up, set heading. I was trying to get it back to the center. Okay, so right there was back to the center. Maybe I will do a set heading to the left and go forward just a hair more, like maybe 20 more, so it actually backs it up a little bit more. So that's going to turn it to the left. At the end, it's going to turn it to the left. Right here, it's going to make it go to the left a little bit more, and then do a set heading to the north. And pin down. Let's see if that didn't put it. See, that made, so what I'm doing is I'm making the I sink in a little bit so that it's actually, since it's such a narrow letter, I'm not letting the I get so far apart. So I should be able to draw all kinds of things, or I have several letters now. So what if I wanted to say I-A-I-B? Doesn't really spell a word, but see, now things are starting to go together just a little bit more. So there are some ideas. Okay, good luck, have fun, and here I can show you what I have. This is what mine now looks like. Let me go get my alphabet program with my names in it just for an example. So here's mine. So see, I have it. Here's some of mine. So I called my first thing begin location. So now if I begin location, I have a cap S. That's what was my capital S, and then a C, and then an O, and then a T, and then a T. So see, I had to squeeze the T's together a little bit. And now I should be able to do anything like that. Maybe just a C and then an O, then a T. So that should just spell caught, and so on. Okay, there you go. That's the idea.